Previously on Unranked.
Well.
Alex, do you feel prepared to grace us with your
Elvis presentation?
Sure.
Presentation.
Stop sharing so you can share. There you go. Please, take over.
Would it be Samarat?
Probably.
All right.
Smart.
How do I do this here? Share. Oh, wait.
Got ourselves a presentation. It's time for celebration.
Tom, shut up.
Unranked presentation. Weekly presentation.
Screen two.
I'll shut up when you figure out how to fucking share your screen and Zoom. Jesus fucking Christ. Got him. Fucking skewered him.
Hey, everybody. Hope you had a lovely
mates.
holiday. Merry late Christmas. Happy Boxing Day. And welcome to the 412th episode of the Unranked podcast. We have full crew here. We got Christian Humes, Tuna Marinella,
Yeah.
and the one, the only Thomas Caswell.
Tom, what is
Hello.
Boxing Day? What is Boxing Day, Thomas?
Without looking it up,
Yeah, without looking it up. I want you to look it up.
without looking it up, from what I remember, it has to do with, because I think it's something to do with like the labor force being off. It's a day for workers.
Why is it called boxing?
For having for shipping packages and stuff. So it's like for all of the people that are responsible for like making Christmas happen. Now,
Yeah,
that
right.
is
It's
my...
like the house maids and people like that too. It was like partially for like the health.
It's like the root of it is like that, but then it's more of a more broad like labor Christmas like wintertime holiday but it's something to do with that. I'm pretty sure.
Sure.
Do you know of? Do you?
No.
Okay.
No,
Do you wanna
you think
look it
I
up,
you think I
or-
would? No, forget it. I think we
Okay.
just leave it at that.
Okay, great.
I
That's
don't
what
think
it
we
is.
give anybody kind of information.
Every-
you know,
okay,
like we're
this
kind of,
is-
you know.
It's
Every
definitely
new
it's
segment-
definitely on track because before Tom said anything, in my head I weirdly was like, it has something to do with like butlers and maids, like it has to do with like
the help.
yeah, high end service industry.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
there you go, very cool.
So the snow has started here.
Oh, you guys are getting
on
snow.
Island. Oh, we're getting like 8 inches, 9 inches, baby.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
we just had
Oh, yeah.
7
Shit, I didn't
inches
know
of
that.
rain. We're hit with the atmospheric
No,
river.
that's why I was at the
All of
grocery
California's
store.
flooding.
We're getting a couple things before we're snowed in for the next day or so.
Damn.
So
Yeah, that was us on Monday and Tuesday, but for rain. The rain doesn't stop until tomorrow. We've had 4 days straight of rain. Parts of California are completely underwater. There are mudslides.
That's
There's,
crazy.
It's been nonstop. I picked up a pump for the roof because the last 2 times we got atmospheric river, we had some slight leaks. Not like the roof has an issue. It's just literally the drains from the roof couldn't keep up, so the water level was getting so high that it actually like came up and over the door to come into the house. So I got a sub pump on the roof, just helping, and it's actually kept the water level
That's
pretty
crazy.
low.
Oh, I'm sorry, we've changed
it's
it now
nuts.
to 6 to 10 inches of snow.
Wow.
What was it
Wow.
before?
It was like 3 to 6.
Oh,
You might be. I
Shit.
heard Jersey might be getting some
I'm sure.
ice. Thomas.
Shit, I haven't
Ice,
checked
ice, baby.
I haven't checked the old weather app. Let's
Mhm.
let's have a check of that. Winter storm warning. Okay. These conditions are expected to last until 1 p.m. on Sunday. Yeah, I guess we're about to get snow at 6.
What do you not? You don't have like snow alerts on your phone? Like I can't wait.
I don't have anything notifying me. You know,
I
what
don't either.
mean?
I have my wife telling me that we're gonna get snow.
Well,
I'm
there
sure
you
one day I'll
go.
have my daughter telling me that we're getting
Mine
snow.
is not. Is
Well, you got
not aware
Zuko,
of
who
that
is
stuff.
a fucking useless
Yeah,
dog who
he's
barks
not
at.
producing anything.
No, he doesn't. What a fucking freeloader that dog is. Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah.
We got a
Say the
Pokemon to
same
do?
about your
What's
kid.
going on?
Guys, we not only have a Pokemon, we have
No,
the 500.
brings.
and 12
Pokemon. She's been helping out a little. She helped me bring in the groceries today. So that's
Oh,
you know,
shit.
Whoa.
That's pretty great.
earn your
That's pretty
earn
sick.
your keep. Earn your keep. I know, but
How old
she
is
got
she now? Is she 5?
four. No,
4.
she's
Okay.
4.
She's
She
4.
got a ton of shit for everyone thinks she's 5 because she looks.
Look, she's tall.
She's tall, so
Yeah.
everyone thinks she's a lot older than she is. And anyway,
John
I keep
Murphy's got
telling
a tall baby.
I keep telling her, I'm like,
baby.
Dude,
it's
the longest baby I've ever. Longest baby I've ever seen in my life.
You sound like Carl when Carl asked Steve if he was a tall baby.
Yeah.
No, this kid's got a tall baby.
Tall baby. Okay.
Tall baby. He's younger than Penny, right? Obviously, like, boys are sometimes bigger. Younger than Penny, but this kid is he's all legs. He's all legs. He put him. He's in one of those, like, the sit bouncers where, like, he's sitting upright. He's got it on the lowest notch. He's just old enough to go into this thing now. Like, he doesn't really have the neck control. Like, he's just at the point where he's allowed to do this, and it's on this kid is, like, in length, he's at the top of the percentile. But John's parents are also, like, both very tall, and John's pretty tall, so that
John's a tall guy.
It tracks. Yeah, it tracks. All right, Pokemon 512 is the evolution of last week's Hansanje, as Tuna called it. We have Simisage this week.
Simisage.
Yeah, Simisage. A little rough and tumble version of it. He is scruffy. He's a scruffy, bushy Pokemon. There's a lot of, like, I can look at this Pokemon and I think it's pretty ugly. He does have a coif. He's got, like, a bit of an Elvis coif.
He's got Elvis coif.
I feel like there's too many things that are wrong here. And if you fix one or two of them, it would help a lot. But there's too many weird things going on.
He looks like he could grab his tail and it would be like a microphone.
I think
he looks Elvis,
He
right?
ready to belt out of tune.
The Elvis Pokemon.
He's
actually the thorn monkey Pokemon.
Simisage.
I think if you just reduce the size of that coif, it would be a lot better.
Simisage, my pompadour.
Oh, Von Weir.
So his hairstyle may have been inspired by the pompadour.
Wait, Tom, do you have an Elvis? Can you do your Elvis?
Oh yeah, Tom, do an Elvis.
I do think if you got rid of that coif, or at least reduce it in size, that I think it would be much better with it.
Or if you fix the ears, right?
Or if you leaned into the Elvisness of it, like if you gave it that extra little thing and you did make the tail a mic, that
it should have made his, like, fur.
I think his
bigger.
Is fine.
Okay, you should have made his fur into a bigger collar. Like higher up, like really lean into it. Really lean into the Presley.
Yeah, I agree. But it really is. It's very Elvis-esque in a lot of different ways.
Yep.
That does make me like him a little bit more, I have to say, than I did previously.
But
because now I at least see what they're going for.
I don't.
Yeah,
I mean, is it?
I don't know. It looks.
I don't think it's intentional.
Like, if you actually look at like I don't know. It makes him look kind of intentional. Yeah. It does seem kind of
its
intentional.
hairstyle may have been inspired by the pompadour-like hair common in the 50s. Contrast with the hippie-like hairstyle of Simipore, common in the late 60s and 70s. During the 50s, the hairstyle had become a staple of many greaser gangs and was used by the early rock and roll stars such as Elvis Presley.
Also, by the way,
really
rockabilly is like weirdly like a style in Japan still. At least like within their pop culture, you notice like in anime, there's always people that have like weird rockabilly outfits and shit too.
Yeah. I'm looking at in the animation section, there is a still from an episode of the series, and the trainer that's using it is like 1000% like rockabilly.
Yes, he is.
So yeah, it is. Yeah. It is definitely intentional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
interesting.
Absolutely.
That does. Yeah, you need to push it further. Push it further.
I agree. You need to lean into it a lot more. Along with its two contemporaries, they seem to be Simisage seems to be inspired by the Three Wise Monkeys motif that we talked about last week. While
which was
with its thumb up, he represents speak, no, evolve.
Right.
And speak, right? Because he's Elvis. He's singing.
Yeah. Right. Simisage may be the combination of simian and sage. Otherwise pronounced as Sage.
Great.
That's it. That's all I got for
you.
Hell
yeah.
Head back to
Man,
camp
dude, they could do... I would love to see some, like, video game mix-ups from Nintendo. They could just, like, hire indie games to do them, like, some indie companies. Just do an Ocarina of Time, like, Zelda thing, but just do, like, Pokemon instead. So then you, like, mix the elements of Pokemon with... like, he could be he could be like the forest sage, right? You could have,
Oh, 100%, yeah.
you know, it would be cool to see shit like that.
I mean, they leaned into that. Well, not with these guys, but like I was gonna say, the Arceus had a lot of that. I feel, but
yes, absolutely.
But not with these Pokemon. With those fucking fairy fuckers.
Its Pokedex says it's ill-tempered. It fights by swinging its barbed tail around wildly. The leaf growing on its head is very bitter. So you're not going to want to eat him.
Definitely not.
Which is interesting because in Pokemon ZA, you do have to capture the 3 monkeys, and they take a little bit of each to make, what was that, tea? Was it a tea, I think?
Yeah, but that makes sense if you have a little bitter element.
Sure.
Sure. People, a bitter can a little dash.
I'm not a big bitter guy.
I'm not in large quantity. I mean, it just is that little. Sometimes you have a dish.
Like I don't like
I
don't like martinis yet without like it's still too much. Like I like olives in things, but I don't like olives straight. I don't want to eat straight olives. I'm not there yet. I'm sure as I get older that will change because it's just your taste buds change. But okay, if it's like a blue cheese filled olive, it's a different story. I will eat those. But that goes back to what I was saying.
That's the Pokemon evolution.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, give him a third stage and he's half cheese.
The third stage is like them.
Then he really is Elvis.
It's 3 of them.
He's the fat Elvis.
They should
just
do
filled
an
with
olive.
cheese.
They do. I think they do have an olive.
There probably is an olive Pokemon. All right, well, where do you want to put this guy?
Oh.
I like him a lot more after that conversation about him.
Sure.
I kind of really didn't like this Pokemon. I thought he was worse, but now I actually kind of like his design better than old Broccoli had.
Yeah, I mean, I put it, I'm kind of indifferent. Although, no, I guess that...
Above or below Pansage? Let's start there.
Above, I think.
Okay.
As in, it's better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So, Tom, are we going right above Pansage?
Yeah, we'll go... I think right above Pansage.
All right.
Yeah.
There's a chance that these guys are all kind of like right next to each other.
As they should be.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, there we are. Let's move on. We have a shorter episode today. It is a holiday, so we're here as we always are, 512 weeks in a row. But we're gonna keep it short. We're gonna do our top 5 games of the year. Tuna, do you have your top 5s?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You opened your eyes very wide as if you completely forgot.
No, I'm good. I'm hip.
And any other possible top 5s that anyone has prepared? I'm curious to see what anyone may or may not have. I have a couple. I did originally plan on doing like a little slideshow for him. I just never got to it, but oh well. It's
been busy.
It is. Yeah, it has. But real quick, how was your holiday?
A little holiday happened.
Great time. Great time was had by all. We hosted here for the Sicilian Italian Christmas Eve fish seafood extravaganza.
I saw your wife's photos on Instagram, and you guys, she did a great table setting. Like when I saw that, I was like, oh, now I see why Alex was like, every day that gets closer to Christmas, I do not have time to do anything because the
whole house is done up.
Yeah, you guys clearly like rocked that. So how'd it go?
Yeah, it went very well. It's very hard. It's very hard to in what Britt will tell you is that it's very hard to cook a bunch of fish all at the same time. Then it keeps it warm. We're lucky that we had 2 ovens. I made 3 pizzas, which I had been working on. I've been working on for the last 2 weeks. I had been making pizzas, getting back into the swing so that I could perfect it on Christmas Eve. And I got to tell you, the ones I made on Christmas Eve, it was a 3-day prove. It was
nice. I was going to ask, I was like, is this a 24 or 48? I didn't know we were getting a 72 hour.
It was a 72 hour. It was really
that crust
good.
Has got to be nice.
The crust was incredible. The whole thing was really, really good. So I made 3 of those. My mom made sun-dried tomato.
We're going to need you to grace us with that recipe again.
Yeah. My mom made spinach pie. We had shrimp cocktail, crab dip, cheese and crackers, Jarlsberg. Got to go with Jarlsberg every time. It's my favorite cheese. And then
interesting.
And then we had lobster tails, crab stuffed shrimp, Chilean sea bass. No, Nobody wanted to get crab legs this year, and king crab legs, and I was like fucking pissed because I really wanted them.
That's
and
my
everyone else
favorite.
shot
That's
them
my
down.
favorite Christmas Eve thing.
Everybody shot it down, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know why you guys are shotting me, but they're like, it's too hard. I don't want to crack it open. Then we had scallops, broccoli rabe,
Wow.
I hate
mushrooms.
broccoli rabe. That's
Love
one of
broccoli
my
rabe.
least favorite things.
Love broccoli. Then we had for dessert cheesecake,
I
cookies,
like broccoli,
whole bunch of shit.
not the rabe.
Yeah, it was a good Christmas. It was a good time. Christmas morning, waking up, kid was. I think this was the year that she really understood the whole thing. Last year she got it, but this year she was like super excited, could not wait, like couldn't wait to go downstairs, open the presents, do the whole thing.
Did that feel like? How good does that feel? Just to like see,
It feels really good. It's really. I gotta say though, like
because she's got. If it's the beginning, like we haven't even hit peak Christmas.
No,
for
peak
this
Christmas.
kid.
I would say peak Christmas is like 8,
10. Oh yeah,
8,
8
9,
to 10
10
range. Yeah,
8 to 10. That is peak. I would say that's peak.
and then we get a couple of years of coasting.
Yeah.
And then once you hit your teenage years, it's just it goes.
Yeah, she was really. I mean, I gotta say, I spent an hour cleaning dishes that night. It was a whole. I mean, we cleaned the house pretty quickly because I was like, I can't sit in this. So, and my cousin came over with her twins, and they, are under 2, so they are, destroying the house, which is
Great.
fine, which is all good.
Great.
You know, it's all gravy. It's all fine. Destroy the house as much as you
Christmas.
want, kids. It's Christmas. An ornament was broken. Thankfully, it was one of those filler ornaments that I put on the tree that like just fills gaps.
Sure.
Otherwise, I would've been
We
pissed.
got some filler ornaments as well, which I'm happy about because it's every filler ornament is space for a new ornament in the future. You know?
Yeah, it was just a ball that you get from like home, you know, one of those like
Yep.
glass balls that were from Home Goods that were not, or
That's
whatever,
exactly
from
what we have.
Target, whatever. That it was just not anything special, but it's there because it's. But I was like, if you had broken one of the other nice ones, I'd be putting the bill into your mailbox.
Oh boy.
His Xbox.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
Halo.
Oh my god, if
ornaments.
that one was broken, I'd be pissed. Anyway, other than that, all good. Good times. Good times were had by all. And that was it.
Hell yeah.
Fellas, Tom, you play a lot of left, right, center games.
Yeah, so we were at Brooks family's Christmas Eve. The way it is now is Brooks family's Christmas Eve, mine Christmas Day. And yeah, it was great because it was there's been like a new kid every year for the last like 5 years, it feels like. And this was the first, and like, yeah, Brooke's sister wasn't there last year, so it was like, oh, 2 new kids this time. And so it was just really nice for it. And also one of the kids is entering peak Christmas age. He's 8. So so it's just really nice. I forget how much like stuff we end up getting from that because people do Secret Santas and then just like little things here and there. But everyone in Brooks' family is like really thoughtful, which is really nice. So it's never like useless stuff. It's like, oh, that's even the stuff that's like very small and just kind of whatever. So that and then the food was great. They had just had Italian food, catered actually, which is really good. Although the meatballs, which were banging, really were more Swedish. I didn't really understand what was going on there. Maybe they accidentally ordered the Swedish meatballs, but they were in like a gravy, like a actual brown gravy, rather than salt, like a sauce. And then they were like smaller, and
that's those
like,
Pennsylvania Italians.
There's Pennsylvania Italians. Gotcha.
It's a thing. You'll find the same thing around like Ohio.
This was
and,
in
like,
Long
it's
Island.
a different.
But...
It's well.
There are some.
That's a shame.
There is a little bit. Anyway, so that was Christmas Eve and Christmas Day was with my folks. It was we got pots and pans. That was
what brand?
What brand?
Ironclad.
Oh, all clad.
Ironclad.
You got all clad.
All clad. Yes.
All
Yeah.
clad.
Yep. That's
All
so
clad.
we got made in, but they are also all clad. Like all clad is a like
Right.
yeah, dude. It's the best. It's the best. They're so easy to clean. You just have to know how to cook with them, and stuff won't stick to them.
Yeah.
And they're
you have
never
to use the
they're
lovable
never
oil and
gonna
stuff.
go bad. They're like
Yeah.
if you do get stuff stuck to them, you just use. They make a cleaner like you could just get barkeepers. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I
So
love it.
because our old ones are just like cheap and
Yeah,
completely whole bottom scratched and all that jazz. So that was great. Watched the F1 movie at my folks. Enjoyed that.
dude,
Good
dude.
Was
film.
it good?
Yeah.
It's
Was it good?
I've rewatched. So I saw it in theaters with John, and then since it came to Apple
I
TV, I've
really
watched it
regret not
twice.
seeing in theaters because the race scenes are really, really good. And in fact, I think I actually enjoyed this. This is the same guy that did Top Gun Maverick.
That's what
I
that's
liked.
what I was about to say.
Oh,
I,
then
li-
I'm definitely in on this.
I liked
I didn't
Maverick.
realize that.
I much preferred this just because
Yeah,
it's a little bit more of a personal story than
yeah.
Maverick, and I don't give a shit about Tom Cruise and Jennifer Connelly in that film at all. Bit more personal. The racing is just how they got some of these shots is crazy. And then also the cool thing is like they have shots from, they're racing in the cars at the tracks. Like they have shots from the races, and the
Dude,
other races are the
dude,
real races, and
dude.
like they have them doing cameos in the
I
thing,
mean,
and
look,
like it's so
similar
good.
to Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, piece of shit. But
Is he? Why?
I didn't
What's wrong
know.
with Brad Pitt?
Yeah, abusive,
Oh, I
like
didn't know.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
physically abusive.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
piece of shit.
shit.
God.
Did
But
not
Okay.
know that.
look,
I didn't know that.
he rolled a D20 on charisma, and everything else about him is bad.
He rolled a
Uh,
D20 on what?
on charisma,
On
he
charisma.
he's like
I see.
he hit a 20 on charisma, and everything else about him is bad.
Got it.
I like that his teammate, like the kid that plays his teammate, is great. The woman that plays the lead engineer, she was in Banshees of Inisherin. She's fantastic. Javier Bardem having a good time. Like,
It's
yeah.
great. Tom, I
And
highly recommend you rewatch it at home sometime with like your
full.
Apple headphones on, so
Oh, Apple.
you can get this, because just like Top Gun Maverick, some of the best sound design I've ever heard, and like
I might
at
have
home,
to do
because
that.
I have the full like Atmos like speakers. Like it's amazing. So I've rewatched it. It's such a dad movie too. It's one of those things that
Oh
like
yeah.
if I were like, back in the past scrolling and it was just playing, no matter where it is in that movie, I could just start watching that. Like it's really very similar to Top Gun. And I got to tell you, Tom, because you brought up the camera work, this makes me so excited for Star Wars Starfighter with Gosling,
Sean Levy.
because but this is the same cinematographer.
Cinematographer. Very
The
cool.
cinematographer for Top Gun Maverick and F1 is the cinematographer for Star Wars
Fuck yeah.
Starfighter.
That's awesome.
So like that's gonna be fucking like visually, it's at least gonna be a feast. And if you give me a visual feast in a Star Wars movie, I don't care if the story is stupid. I'm there to watch cool space shit. That's what I want.
I just thought it was so. I mean, this story couldn't really happen in reality because, like, Brad Pitt would have been,
Yeah.
he would have been fired from racing. He would never have been allowed behind the wheel of a car, even after that first race they do.
Sure.
But I like what they,
It was great though.
how because they're the underdog team, right?
Yeah.
And one of the big problems I have with underdog stories is the convenient ways in which they have the underdog rise to the top. And I just thought, like, aside from the fact that you would be disqualified for a lot of the shit that you're pulling, it didn't matter because it was great for the story, and it.
But yeah, their whole thing was like they walked the line of
there's
what
a
they're allowed
cost,
to do the
yes,
whole way.
and there's a cost to it, right? Like
It's
there's
good.
multiple different costs, and
It's an awesome movie.
yeah, and they somehow managed to pull off it's very good,
Yeah.
very good.
I will say I
And
didn't
I'm
do a
excited
top
for
5 films this year
Sure.
because I basically stopped seeing new films after
Sure.
my child was born.
Yeah.
But if I had done a top 5 films of the first half of this year, that would absolutely be on my list.
Speaking of movies that have been seen, and in theaters, I did see Avatar 3.
Great.
Fire and Ash.
Tom, I spoke to 2 people that have also seen that movie.
Yeah.
They did not like it.
Yeah.
They did not like it. One of them even walked out.
Wow.
They were bored.
What did they think about the last one?
Interesting.
They liked the last one, but their
Okay.
comment about this one was that it was samey.
It's the
And
same.
that they were they left. They were like, what's the point?
So
And they
it is the biggest problem with the film is that it does just recount, like, some beats. I'm like, is this just takes from the other movie? Like,
Interesting.
yeah. Now Now, let me say this:
Yeah,
the first hour of the movie, where they have the new stuff, they have the jellyfish, everything with the jellyfish, air traders, like it's this tribe of trading
Okay.
Na'vi,
Yeah.
and these big jellyfish things, and there's an action sequence with them. The movie starts so strong. And the kind of fallout of grief and resentment in the Sully family, like, it's asking interesting questions that these movies have just kind of it's gone a bit deeper. And so I was
Are they still asking interesting questions with this movie? I feel like we got the interesting questions for movies 1 and 2.
No. This one is the most, I think, morally and emotionally complicated of the three.
Oh wow!
And it really works and resonates. There was a kid.
There's just too much almost recapping story beats before they hit those moments again.
So we have like the first hour is new stuff. We get introduced to the Ash people. Everything with them is really cool. I really wish the movie leaned more into them, but they're just kind of introduced as a way to mix up the action, where it's like, ooh, we have a lot of the same action beats with the humans. We need a Na'vi faction to shake things up, and they do, and they're great. I just wish it was more about them being the antagonists. But yeah, it starts repeating beats. I think the beats in this film are maybe done better than the previous one, but because they are the same, I say that it makes the movie kind of plateau, because you feel like you're not seeing anything new. You get these moments of emotional beats toward the end. That are good, but yeah, when it gets to the action, again, shot beautifully, but it is just like, all right, we have the water fight, and they ride out on the things, and it just feels like a lot of the same shots, honestly, same takes, and it's bizarre, but the stuff that is different and new is very good. And it's an incredibly beautiful film. I highly recommend going in theaters to see it. And I do want to see more, because I know that the next movies are meant to be very different, big time jump. So we'll see. We'll see where this one nets out. But I very much get people feeling not vibing with this one as much, because it does not feel particularly fresh.
Perfect.
Quaritch, though, fantastic villain still. Love that shit.
We had baby's first Christmas here. It's a lot of fun. Took a lot of pictures with the baby. That was fun. Like got her dressed up. Yeah, we like made like boxes and like put her in them, and took pictures with her and the cat and the trees, and did a whole bunch of stuff. It was very fun. Christmas Day, open presents with the baby, which took forever because we were like having her open.
Sure.
Like at a certain point, I said to Teresa, I was like, we got to just start opening these gifts. Like, like this is taking a long time for just three of us. I did text you guys this. Teresa, as she was putting some stuff under the tree, she's brought in like this one big box, and as she put it down, I heard the very reminiscent jingle of Lego pieces clanking around inside, and I was like, that box is for daddy. I know what that box is.
That box is for daddy.
I got my first Star Wars spaceship in Lego. I got the X-Wing build. I'm very excited about building that X-Wing. Never had one of those, which does maybe sound surprising for me.
It's the ultimate collector, right?
It's a really nice one. Yeah, it's really cool. So I'm very excited about that. Honestly, we didn't make a ton because it's just the two of us eating, and then we ended up making too much so we like to do lasagna for Christmas Day. So because also then we don't, like, we have leftovers for like a week, we made way too much. This year I decided to do a spicy vodka sauce for lasagna instead. So I made like a big batch of spicy vodka sauce. I eyeballed it instead of like measuring anything out, and I made way too much. I have 2 like huge jars of the sauce in the fridge now as well. I'm gonna have to pour one into Tupperware and freeze it, and the other one we'll just use for like other stuff. But we also have still a big baking tray of lasagna that we haven't eaten yet, that we haven't even cracked into. But that was very good. We finished the Taylor Swift documentary. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You watched
Alright.
all of it, Alex?
No, I don't know if I want to watch a Tesla documentary.
Yeah, you're wrong. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. In fact, I know people that aren't like Taylor
Uh,
Swift fans, and they've watched it and they were like, "I love Taylor Swift now." They were
all
like, "This is
right.
incredible. This is
I don't not
unbelievable."
like her though. I don't need to watch this to be like I like her. I already like
Yeah,
her. I don't know
no,
if I want to sit
I
through a
get that.
documentary about it.
Yeah, I get that. It's really good. I was not really excited for it. I felt the same way. I was kind of like, I just want to watch the new Eras tour, but we were also like, well, we may as well watch this first. And there were so many interesting things in there that I did not know that I found
Mm,
fascinating. And it's not a documentary on Taylor Swift; it's a documentary on the Eras tour. But the
yeah.
surprising thing was that like half of the documentary was about like all of the other people, like the dancers, the
Yeah.
choreographers, the artists who like made all of the like sets, the props, the designs, all of that stuff was like really fascinating meeting these people and learning that stuff. So that was really good. We
Yeah.
haven't watched Champion of Champions 4, which dropped. I'm very
That
excited
was
to be
great.
watching that, but we
That was
haven't
great.
watched it yet.
I really liked it.
Um, and we only got through the first episode of Stranger Things because,
Also,
uh,
only got through the first episode. But
yeah,
again, I told you guys today, I'm just it was
what?
good.
Yeah,
Will's mom, I feel like should have
yeah.
been offed.
I don't think
Um,
she's going to survive. I
I
don't
hope
think
not.
her or any of the people with powers are surviving this season. I think all of them are gone.
What do you mean
So
season? I mean, this is it,
yeah,
right?
I think they're all done for.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
maybe not.
Yeah, it's
It is all
just my
kids. They
it's
all
just my
could survive.
opinion. I just think that they've like I don't, Will's just she's just
Yeah. She's fried. She's totally fried. She's cooked.
yeah,
You know. But
yeah,
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 she had a traumatic few years here. So, you know.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
All right.
we were hoping to watch more, but Penny's teeth are coming in and she
Oh,
is
nice.
not happy about
Not
it.
happy about it.
Not happy about it.
Yeah,
Just
well.
needs a lot of help right now with
Mm,
that. She hasn't figured out how to use the teethers yet. Like she doesn't really
mm,
know to chew yet. She did it maybe yesterday for the first time, but like once she gets
mm,
that down, it'll be a lot better. But we did get they make like the baby Oragel stuff that you can use a few times a day. I did
mm.
use that briefly yesterday, and it seemed to help, but you know, for like 45 minutes. So it's
I didn't use it. We didn't. Yeah,
yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, beyond that,
yeah.
not much else to say. So we want to get into our top five. All right, how many top fives do you have?
I made 3.
Okay, Alex?
I have a gaming one.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about the TV one, but I didn't watch that much this year.
Okay.
I
So
can
you only
probably
have
put
one.
one
So you just have
together.
the gaming one.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
No, it's fine. You don't have to. You don't need to if you don't want
No,
to.
hold on. I
Okay.
mean, I could probably put it together while you guys are doing this. Go ahead.
Great. All right, well let's start with our gaming ones. And why don't we start with Tom Caswell? Let's go backwards.
Mm.
We'll go Tom, Alex, Chris here.
Are we putting them in any order, or is this like are these ranked
What are
top
you talking
5s?
about?
Yeah, whatever you did.
I
have
tried
my
with
top
the
five. I don't
gaming.
know what you did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine are kind of softish on the. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's a soft top 5. In my 5th place, I have Death Stranding 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Thoroughly enjoyed this game.
Yeah.
I think I actually just had a video go out on GameSpot. If you want to go check it out, talking about how there was a lot of talk about the lack of friction in the first in this Death Stranding as compared to the first, because you have so many more tools at your disposal to move things around. But the video basically is talking about like how, in a almost like great power, great responsibility kind of way, because you can transport more things, you start kind of feeling more of a need to transport more things, because your world is affecting, you build things in your game, it contributes to things in other people's games and vice versa. And I was way more interested in this game in like building out a network of roads and monorails and zip lines, so that every, it just this like communal kind of contribution. Whereas in the first game, because you're a bit more limited, those things feel way more difficult to kind of tackle. Like building out a long stretch of road feels like it takes way more to do in the first game. But in this game, because you feel like you can move more materials, make more materials, build more of these things, I continuously felt like a need of like, oh, I'm missing this stretch of road. And if I do this, like this whole stretch is done. Okay, let me go get the resources and do that. Oh, let me make sure like the monorail is consistent so I can start easily moving resources across all of the continent. And I wasn't engaging with the first game like that. So while I think that I personally vibed with a bit more of the meditative gameplay, walking around, and like it felt more dangerous in the first game. I think I enjoyed the like Strand aspect of this one more, and I like the story in this one as well. I think people giving great performances. Enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Am I doing my whole list?
Yeah, you should do your whole list.
Yeah,
you should do your whhole list,
buddy. Do your whole list.
Okay. The next game on my list is Dispatch by Ad Hoc. This is the former Telltale people doing the kind of superhero office comedy. And I just really freaking enjoyed this game. I think that despite that kind of comedic, a little bit more, R-rated superhero story has been done pretty thoroughly with The Boys and its spin-offs and Invincible. This one has like a more like lighter comic booky tone. It's not as self-serious, but it is dealing with serious things at the same time. But it's a bit lighter, and I think it feels really fresh in that way. Love the characters. I think the writing is pretty good. And the stories and narrative, the choices you're making have big consequences. And I thought that the dispatch gameplay was fun enough. It's my least favorite thing about the game is the actual dispatching.
Sure.
But it's more than serviceable.
I mean, I only played the first episode, but yeah. I could have. This could have just been an animated show, and I probably would have enjoyed it so far. And I feel like that's how I might feel throughout the whole thing. But
and you can tweak the game as well to basically change the level of engagement you have to do with it as well. Like the QTs you can get rid of and just.
I often turn off QTs when I play games. I did it immediately for Clair Obscur. I do not like QTs in video games.
What are QTs?
Quick time events where it just like suddenly is like press B, press A. Like I don't like that stuff in games where that pops up.
When does that happen in Claire?
Where do they have the QTs? I don't know. I turned them off immediately. I know there's quick time events in Clair Obscur though, because it is a toggle. And someone was complaining about it in the Discord. I never even experienced. When I start a new game, one of the many things I go to the settings for before I start playing is to check for quick time events and turn them off. I don't like them.
You mean like parries?
No, parries are not counted in the QTs.
What about the attacks? Is it turning it off for them? Where you have to press A?
You have to press A.
No, I have to do that too.
Okay.
So I don't know what it is, but because I never experienced it.
I don't remember there being Q2Es in the game. Anyway, okay, next game, Dispatch, great stuff. Next game, Elden Ring Night Rain. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with this game. I actually think in a weird way, I enjoyed it more than Elden Ring. I just thought that it felt so interesting to play a From Software game that has a completely different loop, and therefore its gameplay feels radically different from anything else that team has made. There are parts of this game that drove me fucking insane, and at points made me want. And it's not even things. They simultaneously feel intentional, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, 50% of this is intentional. 50% of this is just like because you're making this game from elements that were not meant to work in this way. And so there's just like so many like little frustrating things in that game. But I think that its overall loop, I really enjoyed. I think that I want to see maybe something. And that's why I'm partly very excited for Duskbloods, which is the Switch exclusive game that they're making for next year. That's why I'm thoroughly excited for that one, because that is kind of ground up something new, and it's a PvPvE game,
Yeah.
which is different from this, obviously, but I'm very excited. Now that I've got my hands on the Switch 2 hardware, I'm like, oh, this is a very capable machine. Like, a From Software built for this would be pretty cool, and probably look very good. So I'm not concerned about anything there, whereas a lot of people are like, oh, this game's going to suck because it's meant for Switch, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, to see them build something really kind of radically different, and also be with like fresh design, fresh assets. So I really like that. Okay, number 2 on the list, Absolume. I've been playing the shit out of this with Brooke. We are so close to 100%ing this game. We even did the true ending of it right before we left for Christmas. But we plan to keep just playing it because it's just so... It's really funny. We were talking about at work how I've played quite a big chunk of Marvel Cosmic Invasion, but Absolume just really elevates the brawler genre with the kind of roguelike elements, and you enter a new room and you get the power up just like Hades, and it can completely change the builds that you're making, and lots of really, really cool, fun lore stuff as well. And I think it's a beautiful game to look at as well. I think the two of you would have a fucking blast playing this game. And yeah, that was my number 2.
And the number 1.
It is Clair Obscur.
Oh,
Great.
wow.
I just, on every front, it's one of the very rare instances where I have so many things that I would change about this game or add to this game to improve it. You know, we've talked about the maps. We've talked about keeping track of certain things. There's a ton of little things in this game that I'm like, but it just makes me excited for number 2. Because I'm like, everything else was phenomenal. If you just like, you do these like small improvements here and there, you're going to have something for all time. Although I do think it'll be very interesting to see how we feel about the follow-up to this game. With, will we feel like, it's good, but it's not as good as the first one. Very, very interested there. So that is my top 5 games of the year.
Hell yeah. All right. I have, for my top 5 games, starting at number 5, Split Fiction. I'm putting that on there. I mean, I had an absolute blast playing that game with Tuna.
Yeah.
Getting 10. We never finished the laser lair. We got to go do that. But absolute blast. Not as good as It Takes Two. Had it been, it could be my number 1 for the year. But it still lands on the top 5 because it was so much fun. Number 4, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Fucking loved playing that game. Absolutely.
On the list.
Total joy, beginning to end.
Unbelievable.
It's just a fun video game, right? It's just it looks beautiful. It's like a really unique game. The surprise at the end of the game when you get to the final boss was, I mean, I was already really enjoying the game, and when I thought I was about to beat the game, and then there is more, and there's a big reveal and everything that really elevated it. Number 3, Pokemon ZA.
Wow. Pokemon ZA getting on the list.
This is my number 2. We're back and forth, but I'm putting it my number 3. I did 100% this game. I haven't touched the DLC. I probably will though. But that is not something I traditionally do in Pokemon. I think it's the most fun I've ever had, both catching Pokemon and battling them. And so for that reason, like, it has to be on there, even though like it doesn't really have new Pokemon. It has new Megas, but like that's not really quite the same. But otherwise, like, just fucking so much fun, that video game. My number 2 is Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Absolutely loved that game. Had a ton of fun playing it. But by the time I finished the story, I kind of lost any motivation to deal with the rest of the stuff in the game. Although we do have a challenge from Tom to go do a Gestural Beach, which I know Alex is excited about. But so I am, I'd love to see SK again. Oh, mon ami. I love that guy. Swim.
Oh,
He's
boy.
great, but man, I mean, the story
Yeah,
of that
sure.
game is the thing that really it left me with more than anything.
Yeah.
And it's also a beautiful game too.
Yep.
But yeah, a ton of fun, absolute ton of fun. Makes me look forward to playing another RPG again, another FRPG, especially. And number one, with a bullet, no question, no doubt in my mind, one of the best video games I've ever played in my life, one of the most interesting things I've ever seen. Probably the best puzzle game that's ever been made, and it's Blueprints. It's just there's never been anything like it before. There probably will never be anything like it again, because you do it again, it's not,
You need to erase
it's
my
not
memory
novel.
for me to play the
It's
game
not
again.
novel, right? Like I would do it again, but it won't be novel. It'll just
No,
be the same kind of thing.
Well,
You
I
know?
mean, give me 30 years of like brain degradation,
No,
deterioration
I'm
in my
saying
head.
if you made another Blueprints,
Oh, you
it's
can't
not
make
that
it.
I
Yeah, you're right.
wouldn't
You
do
can't make
it.
another Blueprints. You already have enough information from Blueprints 1.
Right.
That you'll
There's
be
ways to take ideas in Blueprints and shuffle
Sure.
them and
Yeah,
add
there
more
is,
to,
but you still have the information.
right. So it
Yeah.
it won't be the same mind-blowing. There's just so many new kinds of puzzles and ideas presented to us in that game that have
Yeah.
never been done. I really feel like this is the biggest thing to happen in a puzzle game since Myst. It's just unbelievable. And I've never
It's on Tom's face.
I've never had
Whoa.
fun playing it's my favorite puzzle game ever made. Like no
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
So it's just
All right.
amazing.
Yeah. So my list contains games from both your lists, so we're not going to harp on it too long. Number 5, Split Fiction. Number 5, Split Fiction had it, like Chris said, had a ton of fun playing it. But again, not as good as It Takes Two. Otherwise, it could have maybe been number 1 on this list. Although number 1 on this list is, in my opinion, one of the greatest games ever made. Number 4 is Elden Ring Night Rain. Once that game got going for me, woo, it hits. Fucking hits. It's especially coming off Elden Ring, really great game. Number 3, Claire Obscure. Really liked Claire, really did. The story was awesome. My builds on my characters and my team were awesome. I had a lot of fun playing that game, so we'll leave it there. Number 2, actually, I don't think this game was on either one of your lists. Hades 2.
No.
Hades 2.
It was when I was first making my top 5, and then I realized like I played 80% of that game and not this year. So
Fair. So that's it. That's number 2 for me. And number 1, Blueprints.
Yeah.
Best game. Like Chris said, one of the best games I've ever even played. The exploration, the discovery of that game reminded me very much of Breath of the Wild when I was discovering new things that I had were not even thoughts in my mind.
yeah.
So that's my top 5 games. If we want to
Hell
do
yeah.
a snake, I can give you my top 5 TV shows of the year.
Sure.
All
Bang
right.
rang.
Coming number 5. The Rehearsal.
Number 5.
Number 5, The Rehearsal. I thought The Rehearsal was really good this season.
Man, that was this year.
Yeah, that was this year. So I'm going with The Rehearsal. Number 4, we're going with Severance. Another good show. I thought it ended a little bit weaker than season 1 finale.
Same.
So that's why it's a little lower on the list. Number 3, Andor. Great show, great finale, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I guess I could have done a TV. Yeah.
So
Great.
Andor, great shit.
Great.
Number 2, The Pit. I don't
Great.
think I've been
Amazing.
as engaged in a TV show in a long time, where I could not wait to watch the next episode. And number 1, and I think this might be the number 1 show for the next maybe couple of years. And if I look back the past couple of years,
This is the
it
new
is
Severance, right?
It is.
That's what it feels like.
Oh shit!
What?
No, I'm not going to say Pluribus. Even, you know what?
No,
You
it couldn't
can
have been
take
once he said the last couple of
The
years.
last couple of years. You can take out The Rehearsal. No.
Whoa.
You can, no. You can move Severance up to number 5. Take out The Rehearsal and move Andor up. Put Pluribus. All right, new list. I forgot about it. Fuck. Okay.
Wait, so
No,
you're
this is
taking,
good.
You're,
This is good. I like
taking,
this. I like
wait,
this.
you're
Rehearsal's
taking
out.
the rehearsal. Rehearsal's out.
Wow.
Rehearsal's out. We've got number 5. Number 5 is Severance.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Andor. I mean, number 4. Jesus Christ. Number 5, Severance. Number 4, Andor. Number 3, Pluribus. Number 3 is Pluribus. Number 2 is The Pit. Still sticking with the Plit.
Yeah.
Plit.
The Plit.
And number 1, the number one show that I will keep going
Season
back to. And
49 of Survivor.
no, it is Taskmaster. That
Sure.
is to me
Sure.
the best show on TV.
Sure. Oh man,
Keeps me
Champion of
laughing
Champions 4
every
must be
fucking
good
time.
if you're saying this right
It's
now.
good. Well,
Yeah.
look, you
Yeah.
had Jason man.
That was an
Zukas.
amazing season.
You had
Yeah.
this season also that we just watched was
It was
really
very
good.
It was.
The whole thing. The show
Yeah.
is just incredible. I go back
Yeah.
and watch the season with James Acaster. I could go back and watch the season
Yeah.
with Bob
Sam.
Mortimer. So many fucking
Yeah.
Taskmaster is the number one show. So there
Yeah.
you go.
Wow. My
But-
top 5 TVs would probably be similar, but I probably would swap The Rehearsal and Severance. I would probably keep The Rehearsal and kick out
Keep
Severance
the rehearsal
myself.
and kick out
Yeah.
Severance.
Yeah, just for it's novel.
Man.
The Rehearsal did things I've never seen before. Severance
Yeah,
season
yeah,
2
yeah.
turned into Westworld, so
You'll believe a man
Yeah.
can fly, like
Yeah.
So I didn't
Literally.
do TV or movies. I did
Okay, what'd you
read
do?
a lot of books this year. So I
Oh,
have
he
a
read a
top
lot of books.
5,
He's got a
but
book
these
list.
aren't my top 5 books of the year. These are my top 5 books that I'm recommending to the two of you.
Oh, geez.
So you should pay extra special attention because this
I'm
list
paying
is
attention.
specifically for the
Extra
two of you.
special attention.
I'm paying
Specifically
attention.
for the two of you.
Go
Now, I
ahead.
will say what I did here is there are 2 here that I feel are stronger recommendations for Tom and stronger recommendations for Alex. I do think both of you would enjoy them. And then the number one is like number one with a bullet for both of you. So number 5 coming in, and this is more of a recommendation for Tom, but I do think, Alex, that you would actually get a lot out of this. And also
I'm
would
ready
be
with
in
my
my
pen.
top 10 for the
I'm
year.
ready to write it down.
Mary
Let's go.
Oliver's Devotions. This is a selection of poems from 5
Many
decades of. I know. I knew you were going to say it, but it's once you read that first one too, and then you wait a minute and you read it again, and then you read it again. It's that first one grabs you, and you're like, okay, I'm going to read this whole thing. But you can't do them all. Well, you can't just. It's 200 poems. The interesting things about this is she actually selected these 200 poems herself. So she picked what was going. This wasn't like some other authors or editors were like, these are the best. She was like, this is the best work I've done in the 5 decades I've been like a storied poet.
Wait, Mary or Mary?
Mary Oliver, and it's Devotions. There are a lot
Sound
of
like,
different
the guy from It's a Wonderful Life. Mary.
compilations, but this one is the definitive one, and it is because it's she chose them.
Okay.
I loved it. It's really gotten. I've read 3 books. Well, 4 if you count the book that I read on poetry that wasn't poetry itself this year, and this was the one that left me with the most. I still haven't finished it. I still have like 50 left in there because you just can't read like poem after poem after poem because then you're not
Right.
you're not really consuming it. Like you're consuming it. You're not ingesting it the way you should.
What
be.
is snow but a glow of white flowing frozen water?
The next one, this is fiction.
Okay.
This one is more for Alex, but I do
into
think Tom
this.
would probably love this. It's Orbital. It's a novel. It came out in 2024. It essentially
this
it
book?
follows 6 different people. I did recommend it to you earlier in the year. I read this. This was maybe the first or second book I read this year. So this was very early in the year when I read this. I may have even mentioned on the podcast. But there's 6 different perspectives you're going to hear throughout the book. First person perspective. They're all 6 astronauts on the International Space Station, and it takes place in a 24-hour time span revolving around the Earth. It's not about like an alien or it's literally just like it's sort of taking that concept of the overview effect that people get where they look at the Earth and everything is kind of changed for them because they see humanity and the Earth as one. But it's not that specific. They aren't like she's not trying to say this with the book. What they're actually doing is taking these different people from all over the world. You're kind of getting their internal monologues about like who they were, why they're there, and like what this effect, like being on the space station, means to them. And it is this like kind of beautiful perspective of the Earth. And one thing that I really like about it is a very optimistic look. Like you will read this book and you will come out of it feeling like good about humanity, and kind of remind you that there are a lot of people that aren't assholes when we're just surrounded by negativity. So I really, really like this book. I think you would get a lot out of it, Alex. I think you would really like this.
Okay.
My number three, this is more for Tom again, but I really think you would also get something from this, Alex. This was recommend. I have a
How to
friend,
Succeed at Life.
this guy Sorover, who I played dodgeball with for a couple of years. He's a filmmaker, and he was at a talk with Guillermo del Toro after Frankenstein. He got to ask a question, and he asked Guillermo, "What book would you recommend for filmmakers and artists?" And he said the number one book to read is Wabi Sabi for artists and designers, poets, and philosophers. And it is about the Japanese art of Wabi Sabi, which recently weirdly became like a viral trend on TikTok because of a scene with Bobby Hill where he talks about the idea of Wabi Sabi. But it is it's distilled into like a very small idea of it. And whereas this kind of like really expands of what Wabi Sabi is, because ultimately, and what the book will tell you up front is that you can try and explain Wabi Sabi, but it is something that is also in a way unexplainable, like perfectly, because it is like the art of imperfection in many ways, if you wanted to distill it down to like its finest component. But I really love it. And as someone who I think like for things that I make, I really struggle with finishing things because I just like, I focus too much on like making sure everything's perfect and right. And this is very much about like the best art has like imperfections and finding like art in imperfection. So I think this is like actually something that if you're an artist, designer, or poet, or philosopher, as the book says, or just a human, I think that there is something great to get out of this book. I loved reading this. Number two, back to Tuna. This is my last Tuna recommendation. I think, Tom, you would get something out of this, but I think, Alex, I've been talking about this book to you all year long.
Salt?
This is Salt. Yes.
I knew you were going to say
Gotta
Salt.
read Salt, man.
The novelization of the movie starring Angelina Jolie from 2010.
No, it's more of an exploration of the mineral salt and kind of how it makes the world run, whether it's like societies and civilizations, trade, empires.
Right.
Like humanity is built
Salt
on
Road.
salt. Yeah, and it covers the history of salt. Also, even like like it talks about salt in every aspect that you can imagine. And this book got me to go and read, I think, 5 other books. I think I read 6 of his books. I did fish, salt, paper, milk. Maybe I only read 4 others. Yeah, I did those. They're great. Paper was probably the second best one that I read of his. But this is by far, this one is great. Mark Kurlansky's Salt. Highly recommend. And the final one, there's number one with a bullet for both of you. Similar to how Salt got me to go read a bunch of other books, Annihilation got me to go read a bunch of other books. And the last one is Absolution. It's the 4th book in that series.
Right.
And I'm recommending that one because you have to read books 1, 2, and 3 to get to number 4. You should finish those series of books. The 4th one is especially awesome because unlike 1, 2, and 3, it doesn't follow a sort of like chronological thread. It is 3 shorter stories, and they will all kind of touch on things that were spoken about in the other books. And it applies more context, and it's very interesting. So I really loved Absolution. Now he's announced he's got a 5th book in the works. So Jeff Vandermeer is, I mean, you guys read it. He's so good at describing things. Like it's just like he paints a picture like no one else. So
he paints a picture for sure.
That's my top 5 books for you guys.
I love that.
Thank you.
Okay, I made a top 5 movies list. We'll go real quick through these. At number 5, although this is a bit of a looser list, but at number 5, Mickey 17. This was Park Jong-ho. Park Jong-ho. Oh man, now I'm blanking. This is the movie with Robert Pattinson. He is a clone on a colony, and he.
I gotta watch that. I gotta watch it.
Bong Joon-ho. Yeah, he's a clone on a colony. Mark Ruffalo plays a kind of demagogue that runs the colony. Toni Collette is his incredible wife character. It's great. It's a great little sci-fi story. Touches on a lot of the similar themes as to Bong Joon-ho, the director of Parasite, and his other previous work that he has done. and thought that, it was a great sci-fi film, and I really enjoyed it. Number 4 is Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro. Thought this was a phenomenal take on the story, a lot more straight into playing it straight in terms of the story.
I can still hear you. I have to grab a package.
Sure. Plays it very straight, but I think the aesthetic of the world, Frankenstein, the monster's design, and the cast are just phenomenal, and it's just another one of Guillermo del Toro's like absolute banger monster movies. Number 3, we have Sinners. This is the film from I almost said Ryan Gosling, Ryan Coogler, with what's his name, Michael B. Jordan, et al. I forget the main actor's
Haley
name.
Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld's in it as well. I forget the boy's
Omar
name.
Benson, Miles Catton.
I believe it's Miles Catton. He's a new actor. He's phenomenal in this. The music of this is beautiful. The cinematography is great. The story's great. Horror is good. It's just a really excellent horror film. Next on the list, I have 28 Weeks Later, as someone who is a huge fan of 28
Can't wait
Days.
for 28 years later.
Well, they're doing I think they're ending it with this trilogy of
They should do a prequel. 28.
Oh, sorry.
I thought they
later.
did 28
Sorry.
years later.
It is. Sorry, I didn't mean 28 years. I wrote weeks.
Nice.
28 years
They're doing
later.
A trilogy of the 28 years later,
Yes.
though.
So we actually have a new one coming out in January from Nia DaCosta, which is a sequel called The Bone Temple. And I'm very excited for it because I thought it ended on a really interesting note. As someone who is a really big fan of those first 2 films, I was really concerned, especially because those kind of kicked off the zombie renaissance, and now that we're at like way past the end of that, of zombies being in vogue, I was unsure of if it could still feel relevant and fresh, and I thought showing this world 28 years, like it 100% justified its existence, and I'm very excited for the story that they're telling, so I cannot wait to see the next one. And then my favorite movie of the year, surprising everyone, including myself, Predator: Badlands. And I'm not a Predator fan. I enjoy that movie a lot, but I don't have a connection to it like I do like the Alien movies. I've always seen them a little bit, more of a B movie. This is one of the best action movies I've seen in recent memory.
That's shocking. I gotta watch it, I guess.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I just was blown away by how excellently paced, how well told the story was for the story it is telling, the performances, and just like making the Predator as the protagonist work. Excellent film. And I think I would put it as my favorite simply because I was so surprised by how much I loved it.
Hell yeah.
And then if we're going to snake,
yeah,
my final
and then
list is...
Tuna, you don't have to do the push-up because I know you have to get going, but we'll just finish these up.
Snake is going to be top 5 things that I enjoyed this year that didn't come out this year.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's fine. I like this.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I needed clarification, but I think maybe when you tell me number 5, I'll get it.
Well, so for example, this year, I was the year I saw The Brutalist, but it technically is a movie that came out last year.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And so
your top 5 things of not
your
top 5 2025 things that aren't from 2025.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Love
it.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, The Brutalist. Yeah.
So The Brutalist 4. 4 was Grave of the Fireflies.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
Grave
of the Fireflies.
That was a fucking experience.
Yeah,
that was something
I will never forget.
Look it
that.
over. I'll never forget it.
Never forget it.
You might forget that you saw it with me because you forgot that you and I saw Avatar last year. But Or the 2 years
3
ago.
years ago. 3
Whatever,
years ago. Well, you
whatever.
forgot what year it was.
No,
So
we saw it
we're
last
even.
year only. We saw it last year. We had to have seen Avatar. The water?
Way of Water, if we saw it,
That's
was in
3 years ago.
2022, yeah. Or it would have been early 2023 because it came out. It came out
Really?
Christmas 2022, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. So
Even.
Your daughter was
Wow.
1.
Wow. Oh my God. I don't know why I thought that was last year. But Grave of the Fireflies, me like bawling, right? And then looking over at Tom, and Tom is also like head in hands.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. And then the silence when the movie ended.
Yeah.
Everyone in the theater,
The
you're just
tension,
like,
you could cut through it with a knife. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
it really was.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
The Annihilation trilogy / quadrilogy, but yes, I do need to finish Absolution. Just phenomenal writer and
Really good.
I like this list.
and
This list is good. I'm liking this because 2 of these
Yeah.
are on mine.
Alex is building this right now.
Yeah.
and another book that I read, Masters of Doom, which follows the story of the John Romero and John. Oh my God, I'm blanking on his last name, but it begins with a C. But these are the 2 guys that came together and made Doom. It's funny because I didn't realize how old this book was. It was from when I started reading it. It's from 2003. And it's just so funny when the book, it feels the need to explain in detail what Dungeons and Dragons is. You know, like if it came out recently, there would have been a more of an understanding of the audience knew what they were talking about, but it's from 2003. So like, so there's this thing called Dungeons and Dragons and this is how it works. But it's a phenomenal book. And
John Carmack.
Fascinating. Carmack, yes, thank you.
Yeah, it was driving me nuts too. I'm like, I should know this fucking name.
Yeah. Just an interesting look at 2 people called John who lived very, very different lives.
The 2
came
Johns
together and made Doom. And then the last one is a little bit cheating because it had releases this year, but it's a 30-year-old game. It is Magic. If I had to define my year by honestly one thing, it would be the fact that not only did I get into this game this year, but we've kept up with it.
Tom, I'll be honest
I've gotten
with you.
so many people into playing it. It's something.
If you asked me to define your year, I would say obsessed with Magic.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Hell yeah. So you're defining years. So I define my year by anything this year, other than the birth of my child.
Sure.
It would be what I spent the first half of the year doing, which, other than reading books, was going to Disneyland. So I have my top 5 things to do at Disney. These aren't. So I was going to do my top 5 rides, but I think that's boring. So these are my top 5.
Boring.
These are like, if you're going to go to Disney, these are the best ways to do these experiences. So they're, these are combined experiences. But so my top 5 things. My number 5 is get to Disney when it opens. You don't have to be there for rope drop, but you should be there. Be there when it opens.
Get there. Go.
Be there when it opens. Take an edible and get right on the Indiana Jones ride. You go immediately to the Indiana Jones ride.
As well, or?
Children just go immediately to the Indiana Jones ride. You don't need the edible. The parents take the edible. Adults take an edible. This is for Disney adults. Top 5 things to do for Disney adults. Take an edible. Go on Indiana Jones. You do it in the morning. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that bad boy right away. You're probably riding on a mostly empty stomach at that point, which I do recommend going in on an empty stomach, and I'll follow up why you're going to go following Indiana Jones. But Indiana Jones has the longest lines. It fills up fastest on the Fast Pass. You don't even want to waste your time using if you are getting the Fast Pass on it, book it for something else like Space Mountain, go right to Indiana Jones. People don't head there first. So if you go within the first 30 minutes, you're not even going to wait 15. Like if you get there within the first 30 minutes that park opens, you will be gone through Indiana Jones quick. If you wait more than an hour or 2, that line is always the longest. Like other than maybe the drop, the old tower, the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's number 5. Number 4, you're gonna go to Galaxy's Edge and you're gonna do the Galaxy's Edge circuit. Galaxy's Edge circuit. You go book Oga's Cantina. Make a Star Wars ride booking. You get drinks at Oga's because you want to start with drinks at Oga's. This is why I go in with an empty stomach, because you can only get 2 drinks at Oga's. They cut you off after that.
Do they really?
Yeah, but if you get
Wow.
the two best
To
drinks are
get
the
more
Outer
people
Rim
in.
and the Jedi Mind Trick. They also
Okay.
don't want people getting sloshed.
I love the fuzzy tauntaun.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dude, I
Slosh.
also really like the Fuzzy Tauntaun. I do really like the Fuzzy Tauntaun, but I think flavor-wise, these are also the two strongest drinks.
In a couple of
fair
years,
enough.
hopefully, maybe 2028 Olympics will bring.
Yeah, you should do that so we can all go to
Oh,
and bring the
yeah.
kid, take her to
I'm
Disney.
syncing that. I'm syncing up a visit then.
Yeah.
If you
that'd be
aren't a
sweet.
cocktail person, you're a beer person, I would get the Rancor flight. You can buy
He's
the
got it
flight.
already. He's got it ready to go.
He's got props.
Got props.
You
Right.
get
He's
to
got
keep
props.
they come in Rancor teeth, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, no.
It's actually a lot of beer and it only counts as one drink. So if you do
Oh,
want to
beautiful.
like hit it hard, you should get the Rancor flight and a mixed drink. So that one's pretty good, and you get to keep the flight table, which is really cool. So
Clearly.
you get drunk at the Rancor flight, you go do the Millennium Falcon right after. You get the Asteroid Coffee, which is their cold brew is unbelievable. It's like really good, actually. It's honestly one of my favorite cold brews in Southern California. Other cold brews at Disney aren't good. They only make it this way at Galaxy's Edge. I don't know why. It's not the same coffee everywhere in
Yeah.
the park, but it's not.
Okay.
And then you go on Rise of Resistance. That's the circuit. Is you hit drinks immediately in the morning,
Okay.
go on
Get
Smuggler's
drunk.
Run, get a
Yeah.
coffee,
Get the spins.
hit Rise of Resistance. It's great.
Right. Okay.
Number 3, you're going to head over to Thunder Mountain, my
Oh.
favorite ride. And as you're walking there, you're going to pass the churro station. You're going to get the churro. You're going to eat it while you're waiting in line for Thunder Mountain. You're going to ride Thunder Mountain. I fucking love Thunder Mountain. The only way to make Thunder Mountain better, it's very difficult to do, is to try and time it for the nighttime fireworks. It's so fucking cool riding Thunder Mountain with the fireworks going off. Also, it is great at nighttime because it makes those drops feel a little bit better. They are small. It's not a very intense ride, but I think it's actually like one of the most fun rides. I think it's actually more fun than Space Mountain, even though it's not nearly as fast or intense. I just think it's a more fun ride. Next, you're going to head over to Disneyland California Adventure. This is my number 2 favorite thing to do. And right before you go over to the Mission Breakout, the Guardians, which used to be Tower of Terror, you're going to stop at Pim's. You're going to get more drinks. You're going to get a molecular mule, and you're going to get a honey buzz.
You're going to get absolutely twisted.
This is now you understand why I like going to Disney. I just go to Disney and get trashed and do rides all day.
Yeah.
This is why I like going alone too.
Yeah. I would go. I
They
would definitely
invented
go.
the 2-drink limit for Chris. Because he's like, I've found a way to game the system.
Right, he's like the guy at Costco that keeps going. He has a lunch at at Costco with all the free samples.
This is also, by the way, why Tom and I had a great time at Disney. We both
Dude,
were
we
just
had
trashed
it was
doing
such
rides
a
at Disney.
fucking
so much
fucking
fun.
great.
But the
Great
molecular
year.
mule at Pim's, my favorite is the honey buzz, but it's probably too sweet, I think, for some people. So you can get a little less sugar. You can get the molecular mule. Both also pretty strong, probably the stronger drinks you can get. And then you go on Guardians, and then you go to my favorite ride. It's, in my opinion, one of the best roller coasters you can do. It's the 7th longest roller coaster ride in the U.S., and it's, I think, in the top 20 in the world, because most roller coaster rides are actually pretty short lengthwise. Like the amount of time you actually spend on this coaster is very long. And you're going to go do the Incredicoaster. So if
I
you
still
aren't
have
doing
yet to
Fast
go
Pass,
on that. I do need to do that one.
they have a beer station right outside. You pick up a beer while you're waiting in the line. You drink the beer. You get on the Incredicoaster. Incredicoaster is a great roller coaster because it has a loop. It has a couple big drops. It has not full corkscrews, but some good twists. It's like, to me, it's like a perfect, like, it's like a 7 on the intensity, like a 6 or a 7, which is scary enough for people that don't like roller coasters, that like they might not do it, but for people that are kind of like weary, they'll like still ride it and it won't be too intense. Like, I think it's like the perfect distillation of a roller coaster experience without being like, this is the fastest scary, like, you know, it is still like a fun ride to do. And then you go right over to the Sonoma wine tasting and you get some wine and you sit there and chill and let the rest of the day kind of mellow off until you leave. And that is my top 5 things to do at Disney. Alex, did you put together a final list?
I have a top 5. I have a top 5 things I would like to see in 2026. Number 5, I would like.
Are you allowed to
see...
say one of them?
Yeah.
I have actually what I was going to say. Well, hold on.
No, he wants to
Yeah.
see that in 2025, so it's not going to be on this list.
Oh,
No,
yeah, it doesn't make the cut. It doesn't make the cut.
You guys hit it. The top 5 things that I want to see in 2026.
Oh
I
my
can't even
God.
say on this podcast. So all 5, I can't say. So that's it. That's my top 5 for 2026. Hopefully,
Alex,
I'll let you know by the end of 2026
Redacted.
if it happens.
Just copy and
It
paste
is.
into
Yes, my whole
Just
top
copy it.
5 of 2026 is a big black box of redactions. You can't see it.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wrap us up for the year.
Funnily enough, related to the redacted content.
Yeah, so
Oh.
we're doing redactions in 2026. Hopefully, 2025 has been that Tony minute. So everyone just have a good time, man. You know,
Stay unranked.
my top 5 redactions of 2025.
yeah.
Suck it.